Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are back with another episode of Not a Real Podcast. You already know what time it is. We got a great guest that came on today. We got my lovely co-host, the most
Anderson.
fabulous, annoying, ignorant.
That's enough, Jay.
Light bright.
That's enough, Jay.
You right. So, we got a great guest on today.
A living legend. Let me just put that out there.
In the city, been killing it for ever, you know.
At least 15 years on the air.
Yes,
probably longer.
She's a fabulous mom to a super cool kid.
She's a philanthropist.
One of the most talented radio personalities I've heard. I love her voice.
She's a voice for the women, the black women. Come on now.
The blonde-haired, even though it's not today, the blonde-haired beauty royale, known as the one and only Princess Storm. Let's clap it up for her right there.
It's a little blonde in the back somewhere. See that?
It is blonde.
Yes.
Okay, I'll take it. Man, she came in.
Yes.
She came in, and I was like, man, where the blonde at? Because I had that in the notes. Like, I want to talk about the blonde because I ain't never seen you without blonde, then you go honey brown today.
We just switch it up. You know, sometimes women just like to be different people, and we just like to have fun.
Yes.
And it was cold.
Y'all really are.
It was cold in December and January, baby. It was freezing. So I had to put up the wigs and be comfortable.
I like it.
Love that for you.
All right, so it's a wig though.
Yes, it's a wig.
So because what is it? The lace fronts, the sew-ins,
How do you even know
The
all
quick
of this?
I was in the hair care field.
Yes.
So I know about.
I'm into all of it. I love hair. I get my hair done without braids at least like 4 times a month.
Really?
Oh, wow. How long does that take?
Hours.
Hours.
What's your favorite one? The wig, the sew-in?
None of them. Absolutely none of them.
Why not?
I have to get my hair done because I have to be in front of camera, be talking to people, be around people.
Yeah.
But I hate getting glammed up.
How long have you been blind?
Maybe like over 10 years.
Because that's like your signature. We don't know.
Because when I don't know nothing other than, but I met you as blonde. Every time I've seen you, it's been blonde. This is the first time I think it's brown and not blonde.
Yeah, I stopped dyeing my hair about like maybe 3 years ago. I just wanted to give my hair a break. And it was good. Like I literally know how to take care of like blonde hair. If you bleach your hair or anything, it's harsh, it's bad, and it could break. But I literally had one breakage at 9 years. You know what I mean? So like I just wanted to stop.
So you're natural. You gotta be natural.
I mean, I guess
I put the
bleach in it though, so I don't know if that's natural. I feel like the girls gonna be accepting. They're like, girl, that is
home
bleach.
bleaching. That's what I really want to know. Are you home bleaching or are you trusting the professionals?
I do both. It depends because they're expensive and
they are.
I said 4 times in a month. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I done learned a few tricks. Like I'm sitting in the
you
dryer.
I'm
sitting in the dryer like, okay, what she using, what she got, go order it on Amazon. But yeah, I'm a little bit of both.
I love it. So let's get into the whole radio thing because that is what you are most known for. So how did you even get into this? Into radio?
I started off as an intern. Most people that know me kind of heard the story before, but I didn't know I wanted to do radio. I actually went to school at UMSL, graduated from there, and I wanted to be a teacher. Like literally, I love kids. I love my baby. Y'all go to my house.
I did not know that.
Y'all didn't know that? Yeah, that's like the little story. I wanted to be a teacher. My mom's a daycare provider. My grandmother was a daycare provider. I wanted to be a preschool teacher. I just can't wake up early to save my life. So school could start at like noon or 3. I'll be there. Like I'll be a night teacher all day. You feel me?
Midday teacher.
Overnight. We'll be up to 5 a.m. singing ABCs. But
hilarious.
That ain't what it is at the moment. So I really wish, and if she ever sees any of my interviews, reach out to me. Like my advisor that was at UMSL, I can't remember her name, and she helped me and guided me within this career path. Like I never knew I wanted to do radio. I never knew I wanted to be in entertainment, media, or anything like that.
That's crazy.
We literally just like play with a computer system, and I wanted to graduate on time with my friends, of course. So we're like, we got to switch this out. Like, what can I do? What major can I take? What can I switch over to? And communications kept popping back up. And of course, radio, communication, media, all those things. Yeah, and I got an internship at Hot. And I've been there ever since. That's the only thing I'm committed to. I ain't never been committed to no man, no clothes, no car. But that job, baby, I've been committed to that.
Let's not talk about the men.
We be committed to our jobs, don't we? I ain't mad at it. Okay.
I'll leave anything. But then I'm like, nah, am I crazy or they crazy? Because I'm still coming back here.
I mean, nothing against your aspirations, but I legit cannot see you doing anything else.
Yeah.
Like, you have the voice for radio.
You
have
really
the personality
do. A lot of
for
people
radio.
don't have a voice.
That is crazy.
But I hear your voice, I'm like, I know that Storm. platform right
know
there.
who it is.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So when you was in, is it strictly just because of like the advisor and then your friends you want to graduate, or like when did it click that all right, I'm finna do this radio thing?
So I never had a job before. Most people know that I only ever worked in radio. I never worked anywhere else
That's
in
a
my
fun
life.
fact.
That's a flex. Hell, what the hell?
Hey, that's a.
I never worked nowhere else. I'm kind of spoiled a little bit, right? But I didn't know I wanted to do radio when I first got into it, right?
Yeah.
My mom at the time was like, you got to get a job. You know, like you're finna be a junior. You got to find a job.
All
I'm
our
like, a
parents
job?
told
Like,
us
what are you
that.
talking about? Like, I'm in school. That's my job at the moment. She's like, no, you just get a job. And I'm like, okay. So I started applying for places. She's like, no, you just find an internship or a job. Like, I started applying for like emos, this, that, like random
Square
places.
beyond
You know what I
compare.
mean? Like just trying to get a job.
How old were you?
I was like maybe, I don't know what you graduated, like
17, 18.
yeah, 17, 18, something like that.
Okay.
But I never had a job before. So I was just like, whatever, I'll figure it out. And she's like, you know, my advisor was like, you know, let's go after an internship because some internships paid. Hot didn't at the time, and their internship was about 6 months. So I did it, and before my internship was over, they hired me on. But I knew when I was there, I wanted to be a part of this lifestyle and this culture because one, being from St. Louis, we love our city. You know, you want to pour back into it, you want to do more.
Definitely.
So that was something. But I also seen like a new wave kind of coming in with us, you know, because like a lot of my friends were designers, creators, models, photographers, videographers. So it was just like, oh, if I get in this radio lane, you know, this is something that's kind of different. And I didn't see a lot of people getting into radio at the time. Like, of course, you got the classic Shorty, Dip, you know, J Nix, people like that who like took it to another level and made it cool. You know what I mean? For like our generation, of course, it's other people who made it cool, but in a different genre. Like they were
definitely the core.
But like they were the next people up from us. You know what I'm saying? Or from me per se. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, okay, well, like now who's that next person? And I didn't see a lot of people interested in radio. So I kind of like wanted to be more involved and like when I have meetings, I'm like, can I sit in? Like, I got ideas, or what y'all think about this? And it was just like a different wave. Like people call the request line, but then they had something called like a text to request. And they're like, oh, we need help with a name for something. We need this, we need this. And I'm like, okay, well, can I give you this idea? Can I do this? Like, just always be around. So I just kind of felt like I added like the new little flavor to radio a little bit. And I always had like new ideas. I remember when Instagram first came out and I was like, y'all need to get Instagram. And they're like, girl, we got Facebook. I'm like, no, but Instagram's gonna be cool. And then
took me a minute to catch on to Instagram.
But they were like, okay, create it, give us the password, we'll figure it out. And now look at Instagram today. Like, imagine if we didn't do it when I first thought about it, you know? Or I remember when Snapchat came out and we made a big thing, like, we getting the Snapchat, see what's going on behind the radio, like just stuff like that. So,
how receptive was your mom to you being on the radio at first?
My mom is my biggest support system. Like literally, anything I want to do. When I was in school and I said, "Oh, I wanted to dance," she bought me freaking dance shoes. Sorry, mom, you watching this? I told y'all I cursed a little bit.
You curse a little bit on here.
But you know, she bought me dance shoes. When I say I wanted to play a violin, I had a violin the next day. Like she supports everything I do, and a lot of people, parents, are not like that. So I'm grateful to have like a mom that's super supportive because, like I said, she come from the education field. So she looking at me like, radio, what? Like, what are we doing? You know, a lot of my family members are all professors and, you know, educators and news anchors. So they're looking at radio like, okay, make this make sense.
Right.
I appreciate like the people, like you said, the Shorties, the J Nicks and all of them. Like y'all took it and definitely made it cool. And especially as a woman being in that field, because everybody you named was a male.
Yeah,
and
it's some
so
dope women
coming
too.
in, it is.
Even though the women that came before Storm, like, come on.
No, you're right.
You
You're
gotta
right.
think about Tammy Holland. You gotta think
We
about
give 'em all
Stacey
credit.
Static. You gotta think about Deneen Busby.
Yeah.
Those people. That was my era. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, but that's your era because you know you a little.
Watch it, Jay.
But
Watch
I'm just
your damn
saying,
mouth.
for
But think
us,
about, so what women under them? It ain't that many.
You're right.
It was all the guys that took over. You know what I mean? And then after the guys, now you searching for like, okay, is it a guy, is it a girl? Like, who is it? So
You're
those
right.
women that you named are phenomenal.
They
You know what I
are.
mean? Like they took over and ran with it. But it was like, okay, where the women in that little next?
You're right.
I didn't relate to them. I mean,
Jay was
Okay.
1 year old.
they
when
were great. They were great. I mean, like
Who is Doc Winter, Jay? Who is Doc Winters?
I wasn't worried about Doc Winter back in my
Who is
day.
Tossin Ted? Who is Tossin
I
Ted?
know about
But
Tossin
listen,
Ted
but
now.
you gotta understand-
I had a crush on Stacey Static though.
But you gotta understand, like
Yeah,
the
she was
people,
cute, man. She
like
was
you know how they
doing
come
it
out
for
with XXL freshman classes.
Yeah.
When you look at those classes, women started to fade
Fall
away.
off.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
They were there. You know what I mean? But like, why are they names not mentioned? You know what I mean? Why are we not talking about them? And they dope. Like Miss Chalet, still to this day, she's still on radio. She was on radio before me. I think she's amazing. I'll call her my QB at the station. I don't know nothing about sweats. I'm like, get my quarterback, girl, because I need you to come through with the come through. Like, yes.
So that kind of brings another question up.
Yeah.
Are you mentoring anybody that would possibly follow in your footsteps, or do you see like any next up and coming?
Yeah, I don't have a mentee per se at the moment, right? But I'm open. If somebody is interested in wanting to learn radio or, you know, get in contact with me, I'm not hard to find. A lot of people know me. A lot of people, parents reach out to me. They come shadow me at the radio. I try to figure it out. I just work people within my schedule. But I am very, very strict. I'm very direct. I'm very blunt. I'm very forward. So I ain't coming in like, okay, you know, we just gonna sit around listen to music. Like, it's literally like, be ready. You know, because
cracking the whip, child.
But also too, because when you want these big opportunities, whatever your dreams are, these people not gonna give you grace.
At all.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
That leads me into this part because I was waiting for you to say something along the lines of that. Like, what's the hardest part of your job, and what is it like being a woman in it's pretty much a male-dominated field.
Yeah.
So what's the hardest part of your job first?
Well, I tell people the good thing and the best thing about my job and the hardest part of my job are the same things. Is doing something new every day. There's never the same thing to do every day. Like, I kind of got like some standard, this is what I do when I come in. Yeah. But it's radio, so it's always a new concert coming in, always new content, always something happening, breaking news. And we do a lot of local stories on Hot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So like, in St. Louis, a lot of things go on. Good, bad, ugly, and indifferent. You know what I mean? So like, you just never know what type of temperature the city might have. So we might gotta adjust to what's going on in the city. Yeah. You know what I mean? And cater to those needs versus being so rah-rah and turned up. But then, maybe 314 day, we out here having a blast. We party and keep living our best life. You know what I mean? So it just kind of depends on what it is. Like, if it's a school shooting that's going on Grand, we not finna be playing, you know, swerving around the corner. You know what I mean? Like, we gonna just switch it up a little bit.
Okay, so that's good. So y'all actually do control the type of music played based on, I guess, the climate.
We can.
Okay.
And that is something I really, really strive to focus on, right? Because we are a community-based radio station, and I do want to listen to my city. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people that come from St. Louis don't understand it because they're not from here. Yeah. And a lot of radio stations have like programmers that are not in the city. So they're just pushing a button and it's doing what it's doing. They don't know what's happening. Yeah. But we try to, you know, do as much as we can and be active and hands-on with St. Louis. And it's not always easy, you know what I mean? Because they look at it like, whatever, do the job. And I'm like, no, but listen, we need this. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can't just be like, F the city, we gonna do whatever. Like, sometimes you gotta listen, you know, but I'm fighting against a corporation, you know, it's still a business at the end of the day. So that's the good and bad part about my job. It's literally something always to do every other day. And you say working in like a male-dominated field. I'm so used to it now that it don't even like.
That's why you strict. See, it done rubbed off on you. You don't play no games.
Skin, honey. She got the thick skin.
Man,
I'm so used to it now. It don't even faze me. Like, one thing I can say is always count on yourself. You know what I mean? Always bet on yourself and stand up for what you believe in, right? We call it crashing out now. Like, you could crash out if you want to, but it's a way to crash out. Like, you know what I mean? I can go in a room and be like, you were wrong if what you did, F this, and da-da-da-da-da. Like, I can go crazy, right? But why? You're not gonna hear me. You're gonna think I'm mad, insane. You're gonna walk away from me and be like, yo, she just blew up. I don't know what she said. I'm just tripping off this girl yelling and screaming. But when you go in with facts, like, hey, this happened. This is why we need to do it. And this right here, what happened last time when we did it, like, you just handle things a different way. So I have learned, being a woman in a male-dominated field, I have to be always on point, factual, you know what I mean, and have my stuff together. Everybody laugh at work because I got this little pink notebook I walk around with because I'm super, super girly. But in that notebook,
it's some heat.
Let me tell you.
She uses some cuss words.
Niggas better watch out.
Like, if we're in the meeting and you said you're going to give me this and we come down to it and you're like, yeah, I ain't doing that. I'll be like, well, let me go back to the page. January 2nd at 4 o'clock we met and you stated duh. So what are we talking about? They be like,
and they be looking like, did she just read me my rights out of a pink notebook?
Yeah, they're right.
Have you ever had to diffuse like a heated situation while on the air?
On the earth?
Yes. You know, that stuff be happening sometimes. It's like if it's
Especially
live, you can't really.
Yeah. Wait, now do you do live or is everything pre-recorded?
No, I'm live every day.
Oh, you live every day? Okay.
Yeah, I'm live
What
Monday through
times
Friday.
for the people? Tell the people what
She
time you
said
live.
it ain't before 9. I know that.
Yeah, I'm going before that, okay? Y'all ain't that's not me. But no, I'm live every day, Monday through Friday from 3 to 7 p.m. Central Time.
Okay.
But have I ever had to diffuse some things? Probably like a guess, maybe. I don't remember anything off the top of my head, honestly.
Were they like disrespectful, or did they say something out of pocket or something?
Maybe because they don't want to talk about a certain thing or answer a certain question, and they might feel a certain way. But I really don't remember ever having to do that, because I haven't had a lot of I've been by myself a lot of times, so I know other people have like group members, team members, and people. I haven't always had that.
I was gonna ask that part. Like, so your segment is by yourself.
Yeah.
You've never had like a partner co-host?
I used to. I did late night radio a long time ago, and it was great. Like, we had a ball. You know what I mean? Like, it was unheard of for girls to run nights. You know what I mean? Like, it was a male thing. Yeah. So they looked at us like, these two girls in here with pink on. They got lashes. They got hair and nails. Like, what is this? What y'all finna do?
Wow.
Like, what are y'all talking about?
Straight killed it.
It straight killed it. Like, we ran that for a long time. Number one, dominated the whole industry. Like, took female radio, in my opinion, and made it super popular, super cool. This was before, like, posting on social media what you do was like a real thing. Now it's like, if you don't post, we don't know what you're doing. But back then it was like, we were like, okay, let's just do something different. Like, we looking cute, girl. Like, we ain't finna be here just behind the mic. They gotta see what's going on. So, and then the guys wanted to be around too, right? You know what I mean?
Of course.
The guys wanted to hang out.
I'll be up in there. Hey, I'm going down to room 3 real quick. Let me see
the pink room, okay?
So it was fun, and I started off with Cinnamon, and then it was Shay. So it was real dope. You know what I mean? So radio has been fun, but I haven't always had like a partner majority of my career, so I don't really know. That ain't like been a thing for me. Other people, yes, not me though.
Do you have a preference? Would you rather be by yourself or have a crew?
I think I would love to have a crew because like when you're by yourself, everything's on you. Yeah. Like from the content, from the interviews, to making sure I play the breaks, get the contesting, answer phone calls, posting on social media. Like everything's on me. So I would love to have somebody, like 1,000%. Yeah.
Male or female? Does it matter? Male or female?
I mean, because I'm a woman and I love empowering women and uplifting women, I'm gonna definitely say a female. Okay. I literally look for like female DJs. I look for female other hosts that's doing stuff like.
She can host because you can get her up out of here.
You wanna get up out of here?
You can go tomorrow.
Y'all are crazy.
I would love to get the hell out of here.
Hey, no, that's dope. But when I be seeing like a lot of the posts and everything, it looked like a DJ be in the back, because ain't like your correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like a designated DJ, I guess, that be with your segment too. So like KMJ.
I don't have no DJs on my show.
Real?
There's no mixed shows on my show. It's literally only music and content. Oh. I give out tickets.
For real?
Yep.
I will see. I don't be knowing. I just be trying to look in the studio because I'm like, I want to see what be going on.
KMJ does a lot of the digital work, right?
Oh,
He's super amazing at like digital content. So he does a lot of like video editing and interviews and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So he does all the digital work for both brands. And I work for Hot and 96.3. So I'm a manager over both stations, but I'm on Hot.
Oh.
Gotcha. I didn't know about 96.3.
Hip-hop stations?
No.
Or
96.3 is urban AC, so it's like R&B from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
I like that.
I didn't know about 96.3.
Which one the best, 80s, 90s, or 2000s R&B?
Now,
let the guest answer.
Okay, you're right.
I mean, because don't nobody go. We're not going back to the 60s.
So we're going to take a poll up in here.
Okay.
No, this ain't going to be a one-sided answer now. Okay, starting with Storm.
I'm going to say 90s.
Good
is my
answer.
favorite era, of R&B music.
Okay.
Like, I love me a good classic 90s music.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's but I like the 2000s too, though, because I was born in like the 90s, so I feel like that's all I know.
As you should.
We don't care about you. Ben, what's your favorite musical era?
The 90s.
Good answer. Wisdom.
2000. See, there you go.
80s and 70s.
Okay.
And 60s. Go ahead and keep going back. It's freaking.
Shut up, Jay.
Mother Nature is her auntie.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so Storm, what was like the biggest celebrity you've ever interviewed? Like when you knew you were gonna interview this person, like you straight were like spazzing out a little bit.
Palms sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy.
Because you've interviewed a lot of celebrities. So like, who was that one?
maybe either Lil Baby or Megan, one of the two, because I felt like I interviewed them when they were at the height of their careers. You know what I mean? Or like when they were rising, not
That's
the height,
good.
but like when they were coming up. You know, and then like Lil Baby, like everybody loved him. You know, he had like albums that was number one, songs that were number one, like on everybody's feature. And that interview, like I hustled to get. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people call my phone, text me, like, "Hey, so what's up? Come here. I'm gonna get his manager your number. Cool. All right, bam, it's done." But Lil Baby, I had to like call somebody. Then they called somebody for me, and then that person called me back and gave me another number. Then I had to call this person. Like it was crazy work. Yeah,
that's
to get
good
that
to speak on because. Again, what I'm thinking and what a lot of people probably be thinking is that like as a radio personality, the interviews just be coming left and right.
Sometimes, but not all the times.
Okay.
Yeah, not all the times. Like it
Because
depends.
you had to call.
I didn't know you had to scout sometimes. I didn't know
Yeah, I
that.
had to scout. Lil Baby was not easy. Like they was like, okay, come to the ticket booth. We're gonna get your tickets. Get their tickets not there. I'm like, calling 50 times. Like, bro, we gotta pick up.
Really?
He like, oh yeah, I ain't have time to go up there. Come to the back. So they gotta walk around the back of the building. I'm like, okay, this man gonna kill me. I don't know. Let me just go. I'm gonna risk my life. Now I'm like,
crazy.
calling. Like I'm back here. Can you come get me from the door? I'm just standing outside. They like, come get you. It'd be crazy. Yeah.
Wow. Who's the biggest diva, if you can tell us, the biggest diva, male or female, that was like,
I'd rather not say.
I was gonna say you can't put nobody out there for being too much.
I'd rather not say, but it was a man. Let me say that.
Okay.
It was definitely a man, and he was just rude as hell. Like y'all know him. He's a singer. Which camera am I on this one?
This one yours.
He's a singer, and he was mad wild. He was mad disrespectful. He was mad rude. Yeah, and I actually didn't do the interview because I'm like, bro, you got me messed up.
Oh, good for
Okay?
you.
I mean, let me tell you something.
Good for
If
her.
you don't stand for something, but listen.
You'll fall for
Baby.
anything. And so that was gonna be my next thing. Like, have you ever had to cancel an interview?
Oh yeah, definitely. Bigger stars too. A comedian. Like we literally set up an interview like last year with a comedian. He was coming to town. His team called us and wanted to do an interview. We like, oh yeah. For those that don't know, the station's downtown now in St. Louis.
Yeah.
So we're around the Stiefel, the Enterprise, Chaffetz Arena. We're around all the venues, the Dome. So it's like you can come to us. Like if you're going to sound check here, like you can make it. You know
Come
what I
right
mean? Because
around
y'all
the
do it in
corner.
other cities.
Yeah.
So these are two separate people I'm talking about too right now. Right. First one. That was somebody else. This one,
Two men.
Yes, 2 men.
Don't do that.
The other person,
probably
he's a
right.
huge comedian and agreed to come to the station. The day of that he's supposed to be there, like 15 minutes before, he's like, yeah, I'm not coming. Let's just do a phone interview. And we like, no. He like, what?
Yeah. Absolutely not.
We're like, nah, we good.
I
you
love
can't
it.
pull up. So we gotta stand for something, y'all.
I know.
I ain't mad at it because we showed and canceled
My
some
team be
people.
like, forget it. Let's just do it, please.
You
I
quick
need
to
the
cancel.
content. I'm like, what content? It's over the phone.
If
We
you
good.
make our job harder than it has to be, then
Yeah.
we can go ahead and wrap this thing up.
But you also have to understand, like, they go to these other cities like New York, LA, Atlanta, Houston, and run there. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So, like, don't treat us like trash. Like, we up
Right.
and coming also. We the great also. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
Like, why y'all want to
play with us like
Yeah.
we little boy us.
Oh, play no offense if you doing that. So,
like,
yeah.
don't do that.
We definitely try. You know, we try hard. But you'll be surprised. And the people that do pull up, they have a blast when they come to the studio. Like, it be mad love.
It be looking
mad
hella
energy.
fun up in
They
there.
been there for hours. Like T.I. came to the studio because he was just here a couple months, like a couple weeks
cracking
ago.
all jokes up in there and
I
stuff.
literally went downstairs to get them because they were like, "Oh, we finna pull up." I'm like, "Where is he?" He's like, "Oh, he walks to KFC." Like legit, like when I said they be having like a ball when they come to the city, like people be driving down the street, seeing them, like going crazy. Of course, we don't tell people who coming in,
Of course.
because we keep it like a little bit of privacy.
Yeah.
But when I say he came in, they went upstairs, ate their food, they was laughing, we was taking pictures, they was cracking jokes, and then we did an interview, and then they say after, so like it'd be a party in the studio.
That's how it should be every time, in my opinion. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I saw that. I took a little glimpse at the T.I. one, and I'm like, they definitely in there just having them a good old time.
Yeah.
And I think those be the best interviews when the ones who you not treating us like peasants, like, oh, let me go on and do this little interview for this little radio station, whatever. Like, nah, it's you a human being.
Right.
I'm here to come kick it with you. Let's talk.
Yeah.
You know, your audience want to learn more about me. That's what we here for. So shout out to all the people who don't do too much.
But even
out
though
there.
with celebrities, right, that goes for like nonprofit organizations, that go for community leaders, like everybody, like, and now all the glitz and glams about radio too, like the cool things. Sometimes we gotta have like a serious talk where I'm
Yeah.
literally crying, you know what I mean, talking to my my interviewer. You know what I mean? Because it's real life stuff that's happening. Like, I have an interview scheduled with a family who lost their kid. I think it was like 2015, if I'm not mistaken. But they won like a lawsuit from the city. Like, that's not fun to talk about. You know what I mean? So like, it ain't always like, let's turn up. You know, it's like serious conversations too.
Good.
So like, out of all the jobs you've had, you've only had one job, but you've accomplished a lot. You've done a lot. Mommyhood. Yeah. Let's talk about that.
I love being a mama. Anybody that know me know I exude everything for my son. My son is a star. He is literally going to be something or somebody. He practiced being on the radio all the time. If you see him, he's like, "What's up? It's DJ Ace right here on Hot 104.1."
Come on, DJ Ace.
I was sure gonna ask about that. Like, is he gonna follow in your footsteps?
Whatever you want to do, I support. If you want to be a doctor, lawyer, soccer player, basketball player, DJ, host, actor, I don't care. I'm here to support you.
Deep down inside, low key, do you want him to be a DJ? You want to keep the
I don't
legacy?
have a preference.
You don't?
I want you to make money. Whatever you can make money at.
I ain't mad at that.
You know what I mean? Whatever you could be mentally, physically good at and all at once, do it. If you want to be acting, whatever, I support it. Because my mama did that for me, you know? So I don't have a preference at all.
Yeah.
So I noticed that some months back you got this baby a dog. The dog, listen.
I'm screaming.
The situation with the dog was
We have to do some research now.
it was so cute because like the dog was nervous, Jay, and the dog like threw up on her brother and all that kind of stuff.
For real? What'd you do to that dog?
We picked it up. That's what we did. I drove an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours away to pick up this dog. God only knows. And my dog name is Rocco.
What kind of dog is it?
He's a golden doodle.
Okay.
He's
so stinking cute.
Is it the ones that cost like $10,000?
No, those dogs don't
Storm, you got
shed
some
or
money.
nothing. That's the perfect little dog.
Golden doodle.
I want a golden doodle.
You could borrow him someday.
Them little
Can
real
I borrow
fluffy
it?
ones.
Of course.
Will he be nervous and throw up? Because I can't do the dog throw up.
He hasn't got back in my car. He got in my car one time since then. One time.
Said never again.
He cannot get in my car.
Oh, golden doodle throw up.
But
Okay.
he's amazing. My son wanted, literally, like, I only have one child. You know, there's no right or wrong way to parenting.
Yeah.
So, like, y'all might call me at midnight, 2 in the morning. My son might be up. Look, we just living life.
We
It ain't no
here.
right or wrong way.
It be like that.
As long as he walking, talking, he good. Yeah, all right, we're going to figure this out together.
We gonna do this.
But he wanted a dog. He kept saying he wanted a dog. And then my mom was like, I really want to get him a dog. And I'm like, no, we don't need that. I'm super busy. You're busy. Like, how are we going to get a dog? But I also knew they wanted it. And me and my family were super close. Like, we literally talked to each other 7, 8, 9 times throughout the day. Me, my mom, my brother, my stepdad, my dad, like my sister. We talk all the time.
So my mama called me once a week.
Oh, no. We talk like 8 times in a day.
Jesus.
And that's a minimum. Maybe.
Wow.
Minimum.
They're really close.
Yeah, we're super close.
Jay don't talk to his family 8 times a year here.
Oh, yeah, we're super close. Like,
7 is close.
we are super, super close. Like, literally yesterday was Sunday Fun Day, and my mama like kept calling back. I'm gonna call you back. She's like, okay. Then she gonna be like, girl, listen to this. Like, we talk all the time.
I love
that.
But yeah, my baby wanted a dog, so I found this dog from some breeders, and yeah, they gave me a really good deal on it because the dog is very expensive, like you said. Those dogs are in the thousands.
So
and like,
cute.
2 is the minimum of
It ain't worth
1,000.
it.
They're very high, and I had a great deal on him. And he was like 12 weeks when we got him, so I drove and snuck off and got him. I had my uncles take him. My mom was at home, and then my brother rode with me to get the dog because I had to drive so far. I just wanted to make sure, you know, I was safe with picking up the dog. And yeah, the dog threw up in the damn car, girl. I ain't know dogs get crusted. Okay? He got crusted, he threw up. I ain't had no leash, I ain't had no blanket, no nothing. We got threw up in the car. The car stink, we driving back. I'm like, oh my God, it's terrible. But yeah, Rocco is amazing. He's a lot to deal with. So anybody that gets a dog, I definitely say just make sure you got patience and help because my dog is feisty.
Light bulb. We as humans are like evil DFS. Child protect CPS? Is that what it is? Think about it. You just born, right? You got all your brothers and sisters next to you in a blanket in a nice little cage. Y'all just living good. Then all of a sudden, this human being come, snatch you up out of there.
You make it sound really, really
This what
intense.
the dog got to go through. Now I get it when he threw up. I throw up in the car too. Think about some aliens coming to snatch us up. By the time we get to about Mars,
Now think about it though. What if he wasn't being treated well there? What if he was like not happy there?
PTSD, Jay. The dog probably thought like, Lord, they
imagine you only have one bed and you got 8 puppies, 12 puppies you just had.
Exactly.
That's good.
Only
like
one
that.
bowl of food with all these dogs. Now
You probably ready to get up out of there.
You feel me? Rock like world. This is the life. You feel me?
Now
they do everything for me. Just me. I got my own everything.
Okay.
And she drop him off at a certain time as me and her. All of this life.
That's perspective. I like that. That's good.
So how do you balance mommy time and work time?
I don't think it's a real such thing as balance between the two. Like I just literally adjust my life to whatever I have to do at the moment. And something I told myself like right after COVID, I felt myself not being present within the moment, right? And that really, really like affected me a little bit because my son's in soccer, he's in Spanish, he's into sports, he's into like DJing and hosting and, you know, also education, all these things, swim. So then like one day we were at his swim class and I'm like on my laptop hard sending emails like approving, denying stuff. And he said he's swimming back and forth. And I saw him like I'm out like peripheral, like, okay, I kind of see you. But he was like, and I'm just like, yeah. And that like kind of like tripped me out a little bit at the end. So when I got him, he's like, you didn't even see me. Like I gave you a thumbs up. What was you doing, Mom?
That's
and I'm
crazy.
Like, my bad. You know, I'm like, I'm sorry. And I really teach my kids to express themselves, which is a good and a bad thing. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Because that kind of lead into my next point of like, as a boy mom, with allowing your son to express himself.
Because Jay's mom allowed him to express himself, and
I turned out pretty darn great. I'd like to say,
turned out, child.
You know, shout out to Yvette. Thank you for letting me express myself. You know, how is it? What's it like being a boy mom that's full of expression?
You know, I think for sure it's hard because I feel like women can only raise men to a certain extent. No disrespect to other races or cultures, but like I'm raising a black man. You know what I'm saying? So like you might fear him because of what his hair looks like, what he sounds like, what he looks like, and I can't change that because that's just who he is. But I'm also gonna protect him into understanding like you can't express how you feel. It's okay. And then as women, we always be like, oh, he ain't opening up, or he shut down, or he ain't this. So like my baby gonna tell you where you went wrong and where you had him messed up, how he felt, and now what we can do to move forward.
I love it.
At 5, you know. And some people be like, yeah, that's not cool, but I also want to know what you're thinking, and I want to also try to help you work through these things because you can't get angry and crash out, throw toys, get upset, stump off. You can't walk away from the situation. You need to learn how to deal with these things, and I'm still trying to defend yourself. You might have to fight. You know what I mean? Like now we got a punching bag.
You was a fighter in school, wasn't you? What high school you go to?
I graduated from Hazelwood Central, but most people know me from Career Academy.
You was definitely fighting at Career Academy.
She was fighting at Central too. Yeah,
Central wasn't really doing
No,
like
my
that.
high school days were great. Like it was amazing.
For real?
Yeah.
because she was beating ass.
That's
people
how I
ass.
feel. Yeah.
No, seriously, like I had a great high school experience. I also went to a private school, DeBerg, so it was like a lot of different things.
DeBerg.
Yeah, Bishop DeBerg is on Eichelberg on the south side.
That's hella.
I was the only black girl as a junior.
I don't even know about no DeBerg.
I was all like this.
DeBarge? Like,
DeBerg,
they got a school?
It's called Bishop DeBerg. I was the only African American junior in a whole like
For real?
class. Yeah, that
You
was like
fought
a
somebody
culture
there?
She made history.
You
Jay,
wanna fight?
leave her alone.
No.
Leave her
I
alone.
don't
Jay.
believe it, Storm. I don't believe it. But that's good though. I like that you going back to Ace and allowing him to express himself. Like I appreciate that as a black man, you being a black mom, because my mama let me do that too. And I like it is a lot of women,
Patient women,
who
graceful women.
There are a lot of women who don't allow their sons to express themselves. Like you said, they get mad, they throw some toys. All right, go in timeout, and then that's the end of it.
Yeah.
Instead of actually letting them express themselves. So shout out to you for that.
Yeah, I try.
That is dope.
You know, my baby, I'm not sure, I don't think I ever met him before, but like my son exudes love, like in this energy. Like when people meet him, they love him. Like, and I'm not saying not everybody love their baby, but like people love my son. Like people call me like, oh, I'm doing this today. Can I get Ace? And I'm like, I guess. Like, I don't know.
Love your
You know
kid.
what I mean?
When they call and try and snatch your kid, you be having to tell the whole world, hey, ain't nobody getting my baby this weekend. I'm keeping him for myself. That means you got a good kid. Everybody want to keep him.
He really good,
Everybody
you know.
wanted me.
And yeah, he dope. So we just really try to work on that a lot, and it's good though. You know, it's a learning curve. He in school now, so it's different. You know, being around like your peers and understanding, like, you know, sharing. Because at home, everything's yours.
Yeah.
When it's us, everything you can have. So yeah, it's great. I love being a parent. I can't wait to have more kids.
You sound
So
like
I
a
was- you
phenomenal
want more?
mom.
I do want more. I have a number. I can have as many as I ever can have. I don't
Really?
have, yeah.
Oh, dang.
Jesus.
My pregnancy was easy. You know, me and my son father were not together, but we had a cool, we had an amazing relationship, you know, when we were together.
Yeah.
Like, even during my pregnancy, it was super dope. And, you know, after, like, you know, things are rocky because I feel like everybody goes through something.
Always.
But we came back to a nice, you know, space with each other.
That's
so,
good.
Yeah, I love it.
I ain't mad at it at all.
Yeah.
So 314 day.
Yeah.
Come on, cause see the city is gearing up.
Yeah.
For
I love that
for the local national holiday. It's a really big deal, obviously.
Yeah.
So what do you have planned for 314 day or 314 day weekend?
So I was so happy because I'm one of the people that like plan ahead with everything I do. So last year when I started 314 day was on like a Friday. I'm like, oh, this is a weekend.
It's about to be crazy.
This is 314 day weekend. This ain't one day.
nuts.
Like, oh, we going crazy. I need a babysitter every day.
Every day.
Y'all take the kid.
I got friends that are actually like scheduling babysitters like right now. They
You have
have
to.
When
been
I
for
say
a
that's so
week.
smart,
A
and then you
week
charge
they've
a
been-
premium like Uber, absolute man. Think about it. Normally, how much it costs a babysitter? Like $20 an hour, $25,
It's more than that, ain't it?
$50 an hour.
Yeah.
You got to pay me $200 for the night, $300 for the night.
For the night, they not coming home. Hell, we outside.
You right. Just go ahead and
We
throw me a
outside.
smooth 500, and I got your baby. I got the snacks. I got them.
We got the snacks.
Everything.
We getting full of
you ain't
vests
even got to worry
and-
about them because I know you go be turned up off the Don Julio, and you don't even worry about coming to pick them up because that's the worst.
Yeah.
You go to an event, you be doing so many times. All my friends be like, "All right, y'all, I got to head on out. I got to go pick up the kid or." Plural kids. Like,
You
hey,
tried that. I got to pick up the kids.
shout out to you because I'm gonna stay and play.
Anyway.
But I'm just saying, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's smart.
Storm,
$500 for the night.
Shut up, Jay.
Okay,
What you
fine.
got planned?
So I thought of this idea a while back to do an event that more so was geared around like education a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I love 314 day. I love to have a ball. I love to have fun. You know what I mean? I love to kick it always. Well, on 314 day, I love how we all come together, right?
Yes.
Regardless of whatever we're going through, like everybody comes together, and it's all these cool events that's going on throughout the city for like all creators and everybody. But I feel like it was two pieces we were missing.
I know you lying.
It was an alarm. Sorry, Storm.
This is why she finna go work on the radio.
It was an
She ain't
alarm.
gonna be
I
here.
didn't-
This the
You
last
can't
episode,
silence
Josh.
the alarm. Y'all hiring over there hot.
Yeah, we are. Well, I pay ain't the best, but we are.
Since we on the
It
intermission, hi
depends on
Jazz,
the
how you doing?
I'm
I ain't say hi
making
to
$3
you.
a week. Hell.
Jesus Christ. Ben,
you be good. You be good.
You
Come
need
on
anything? You need to go walk the dog real quick.
Oh, shit.
Pay your car ticket outside.
Oops.
Is it on silent?
That was an alarm, Jay.
It's
I
good.
gotta take my medicine.
You want to take a break?
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
What were we saying?
So I love how everybody comes
Rookie.
together for 314 day. You know what I mean? Everybody is always like, we are unity that day.
Yeah.
Everybody, St. Louis, Cardinals, Blues, we are just together. Your own bread, it don't matter. We locked in, right? But I always felt it was two pieces that were missing, like this give back piece, right? I feel like, and I know some organizations might do it, but it's not on a bigger scale. So I'm not
Yeah.
knocking anybody because when I say things, people take it a certain way.
Yeah.
So I mean, no disrespect, but like, we need a day where like we all come to service for something, right? So if we pick an organization to support or a building to go paint or area to clean, like we need a day where it's like community, where
Yeah.
we are like giving back to something or someone.
love
Now
it.
314 is a foundation, so you can give to the foundation, but like it needs to be more of something, in my personal opinion, what I hope to see evolve within 314
Yeah.
and then, like I say, that give back piece, also something, it's three. For the youth, it's something because like it be all the grown people, like we were just joking about, oh, I'm getting a babysitter, all this, like, but it needs to be something for the kids to do, right? Because they're the next generation. Just like we talked about the radio personalities, we were talking about I call it like the different classes,
Yeah.
right? So what about these other classes
That's coming
that
up.
are coming up, that are creators and educators, and like, why are we not including them in 314 day?
Yeah.
That's
Like,
good.
so that is something I really hope to happen. And then the last thing, of course, is like the education piece a little bit, right? So it's about, or in a sense, it comes from music. It comes from whatever your vice is, whatever you like to do. If it's film, if it's music, if it's dance, like you should be educated about that a little bit from these amazing 314 day leaders and creators that we have.
Yeah.
So me, trolling slightly with my friends because I see the stuff. Let me tell you something. I'd be disconnected from the internet when I'm with my baby because I like to be present for my son.
Yeah.
So, but I'd be disconnected, and my friends and people that work with me and people that know me be sending me the stuff that people post or say or do. I hate it and love it because I want to be knowledgeable of what's going on about me. But I'm like, don't send me this. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But, you know, people always use a term like, oh, Storm be gatekeeping. She don't be telling us what's going on. She don't be letting us in. And I'm like, that is not true. Like, you're a liar. You're like,
people
if you really knew
though.
me. Yeah, people gonna talk regardless. But I'm like, you're a liar. So me and my friends were sitting around one day and I'm like, you know, I want to do something like a gatekeeper summit. I want to do something like a gatekeeper
That's hilarious.
weekend.
I
want to be like,
that.
you know, like kind of play on this word of people always feel like I'm just holding in. Because I'm like, when I sit around and talk to my friends in the industry or people that are other like producers, creators, DJs, whoever, they asking me like, yo, who dope in St. Louis? I'm like sending them people pages. I don't know these people. These ain't my cousins. These ain't my friends. But like, if I see your page and I see you dope, I'm going to spread you to the next person that want to work with you.
As you
so
should.
my friends was like, you should do an event where you have like everybody come and like learn and like, because you know, their business ain't never together. So this kind of how it came about, like me just trolling, trying to play back on people. So the event is called the Midwest Music Summit.
Okay.
It is, I don't even think I announced all this yet, but it's free to the community.
Ooh, exclusive.
I'm not charging anyone to come to this event. It's for all ages. It's at Harrisville State University. It's an all-day event, and it's for you to come out and learn about the music business. So if you're a writer, producer, songwriter, you know, ghostwriter, if you are an engineer, if you're a manager, you can come out to this summit totally for free. No excuse, right? It's somewhere you can bring your kids where it's a safe environment.
Yeah.
And you can talk to different people in the music business, and they're going to tell you like ways to register your song, sync your song, license your song, make sure your beats together, how to purchase the beat. You feel me?
Yes.
So Storm ain't gatekeeping.
At all.
You feel me?
At
I'm
all.
literally putting this in front of you and no excuse, because the first thing you'll be like, oh, it's too expensive. I can't, you know,
So you
come.
made it free.
Check that off. I made it free.
Did it
Oh, I
all.
ain't got no babysitter, so I can't pull up. Because remember we talk about 314 day.
Yeah.
Check
Yeah.
that off. You're gonna bring your baby because my son gonna be there.
Exactly.
So like, it ain't
Come
no
on.
excuse.
Yeah.
So I'm literally trying to check off all the lists, all the little things that people say,
Yeah.
and make it available
And
for
that's
them.
how you should
So
do it.
now, if people run around with this whole Storm ain't helping, be like, you're fucking full of shit.
Exactly.
Okay?
Hey, straight up. Straight like
They
that.
were
Like
trying to
that.
find a reason to complain about
They might,
subcheck.
because if it snowed that day, they're gonna be like, it snowed that
And it's your fault.
The windshield was too cold. I
Her name
couldn't
is
make
Storm.
it.
Her
You
name is
know?
Storm. So.
But,
That's crazy.
What day is it on?
It's on March 15th. It's the day after 314 Day, so I know everybody's gonna be super turned up.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna start at noon, so no excuse to give you time
Get
to
your
take
rest.
some Advil.
Yes.
You know?
BC powders.
And pop out and come. But you
Yeah.
know, and it's two panels, maybe three, but it's two as of now. It is the artist panel and the business panel. So I have people coming in from like Interscope, Def Jam, 300.
Can you tell us who they are? Or is it a surprise?
No, I never told y'all it's free and the kids can
That's
come.
all we get.
That's all I get
That's
right now.
it.
I
You
did
gotta
a
come to
tease.
see.
I did a tease just saying I was doing it.
You did it because you did the promo.
I did the promo.
That was good.
That was
Okay.
a tease just saying I'm doing it. Now I'm telling y'all it's free. So it ain't
Where
no
were you
excuse.
at though? Because them fries Ace was eating look real good.
Oh
We were
my
at 21C.
God.
Leave me alone.
We was at the 21C hotel, and a shout out to the guy that was in the film, because we really didn't plan on him to be in it.
Yeah.
Like I was gonna have like all my friends sending audio things and me just act like somebody was there looking up, but then a guy was saying, I'm like, you want to be in my thing real quick? Can you help me? So it just kind of worked out.
I love it. Okay,
Yeah. And
that's
then
cool.
my son's always with me, because you was like, how do you work-life balance, right? It's really not. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this kid might be around. He might be in the studio. That's how he's so used to it. I tell the clubs all the time, if y'all had a daycare in the front, he'll be here. I have a driver. Like, we'll be, get the kid, come on, like, let's go.
Straight
I
up.
swear to God.
Ain't
Like, it
nothing
would
wrong
be
with
right
it.
there with me.
You're
But
an active parent. I like it because I became a barber because my mama was always in the salon. And what did I have to do? She grabbed my DVD player, my Game Boy, packed me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, triple decker,
Two peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
And then I was at the studio. I was at the salon, and then I ended up becoming a barber. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ace become one globally known DJ out here.
Or even if you want to get into the music side of things, you know, or the
Or the
business
music
side,
side, yeah.
or, you know, working with artists. Like, I just support whatever he wants to
Okay.
do. He got a little DJ, little turntable at home. So
He do?
Yeah, he turn off all the lights, got a little disco thing.
A&R
He sounds like
Ace.
a cool kid. Like I could hang out with Ace.
His name's A&R Ace from
A&R
now on.
Ace, I like
A&R
that.
Ace.
A&R Ace.
Some people get it confused and they always ask me like, "What's his name?" Because his middle name is De Niro.
Yeah.
So that some people call him De Niro, or they hear me say that and be like, "Is his name Ace or De Niro?" But his first name is Ace. His middle name is De Niro.
De Niro,
And that's
like
his
the
name
coin.
is Ace. It
The
ain't short for
coin.
nothing.
No, that's his name.
De Niro.
I
Money.
love it.
She said as long as he get money, she named him De Niro.
I ain't mad
You
at it.
ain't picked that up, Jay, because you don't know what the hell De Niro means. You thought she was talking about Robert.
First of all, I am from Italy, okay? I roll my R, De Niro,
Yeah.
okay?
Not Italy.
Shut up.
And I
man.
wish he embraces De Niro a little bit more, but he'd be like, "My name is Ace, man. That's not my name."
That's what he used to. I ain't
Because
mad
people
at
be
it.
like, "De Niro." He'd be like, "Mom, why is they calling me that?
I love it.
That's not my name's Ace." I'm
Look,
like,
I want to
"Baby,
do I want to jump into like a rapid fire section with you. We ain't did this in a minute, but
Okay.
you're too good of a guest to not do it with. So we just gonna ask you a series of questions. First thing that come to mind, we just want you to.
Is it an answer or a sentence? Like, do I give one word answers or a sentence?
we don't
It
know.
depends.
Oh, okay.
It's just we just go play around and see what happens. So you got, since we talked about co-hosts earlier, right? I'll start it off. Jess Hilarious, Angela Yee, B. Simone. Who would be your co-host?
Ye or Jess, then B.
Yee,
or
Jess,
Jess,
B.
then B.
Okay. Why?
Ye's longer season, more
Okay.
experience, so I can learn. She has more connections.
You went logical real quick with it. Okay, I like it.
She's also on the industry side of things, like the business side. She sits, I think, at some labels too. So yeah, it's just like I can learn a lot for those, how to maneuver and balance those two things. She's not a mom,
Yeah.
so she will always be available, a little bit more, flexible.
Auntie Yee.
You feel what I'm saying?
Go ahead, let me handle this.
Like
real
I gotta
quick.
babysit. I gotta find a babysitter. I'll be texting people like, "Get the kid. I gotta keep
Yeah,
going."
real quick,
But
real
yeah,
quick. Okay, I
just
like
up
it.
and coming. She's still learning. She's still hungry. She's a mom, so I can definitely see connections. There. She does give back to her community where she's from, so I can see a lot of those collabs. Things like that. And then be Simone. I feel like people be like canceling her a little bit. They be a little mad. They be like,
Why do you think that is?
"Girl, you understand stuff on the internet? Now come on now."
Yeah.
I've seen it, but I'm like,
They said she stole that whole girl book. She said it wasn't her fault, which I'm a believer. But you know what I mean? Like that
I
was
ain't
a
hear
really
about that.
that was
How
the
you
that
steal
was
a
the worst
book?
one. That was the worst one. Like I have a team right outside of radio. People always feel like people always, and they just don't know because they don't know. I have like a team, like a Princess Storm team,
Yeah.
right? Outside of radio, like I pay these people, like I try to find free help from people, like just stuff to support me and my brand and things I want to do, and even for my son and future stuff for me, right? I get sometimes your team does things and you might not know about it, but at the end of the day, everything's a reflection of you,
Of
right?
you.
So I don't know how she didn't know that.
who was the lady she stole the book from?
It was
though?
like some black creator who
Yeah.
was like up and coming. Like imagine you writing a book and I see it and then I just take it and
making a whole money
Like, I didn't change
situation.
Oh, she
anything.
making money
She
out
did a
the
rollout and all that
Yeah.
stuff for the book, and then the
Like,
girl
I didn't change one page from what you showed me.
nothing.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Yeah, I
it
didn't hear
was-
about
it was-
So
that.
I don't know
bad.
if I want to be canceled from the
I ain't
world.
mad at it.
Like I kind of went
Understand.
viral a couple times, which was fun.
Yeah.
And
Off what?
my interview with Lemmy from Bad Girls Club, the CEO of Zeus.
Okay.
I did an interview with him that went viral. The one with Megan Thee Stallion went viral, and then my interview.
What do you mean, Meg
I was
Thee
featured on the
Stallion?
Baddies doing their show like last week or the week before last. But every time I kind of went viral, right? They didn't hate me, you know what I mean? They said
You went
nice
viral
stuff
for the
about
right
me.
reason.
They
Okay.
said nice stuff about me, like, "Oh, her hair look cute," like this. They like, "This bitch got a blonde wig." Like it wasn't that crazy. Like they liked me, so I'm like, "Ooh."
Go on and do your rapid fire because I gotta circle back to a question.
Favorite song of all times? I'm talking like every time you hear it, you get that nostalgic feeling, makes you feel away. You either want to get up and dance or you want to pounce on somebody's son.
Disgusting. This is a family-friendly show.
What?
Jesus.
A
Nah,
hip hop song or R&B song?
It doesn't matter. Your favorite of all time.
My favorite of all time song. I don't know. My favorite of all time song. Like if I just get the ox, I be in different moods and I play too much. That's the
so
problem.
R&B.
Okay, R&B. It'll be either Ashanti because I love
which
Ashanti.
one?
It'd be like Baby or something.
Baby, baby, baby.
Yeah, I love Ashanti.
baby.
Like
Is
even
she
though
pregnant again?
I don't know.
Okay.
But every time I meet Ashanti, like it's in like, or see her, be around her, it's in like a different sense, so I can't fan out. But in my mind, I'm like, Ashanti, hopefully you remember me. I need you in my wedding singing because I love you, but I just can't see it.
I love it.
But no,
Hip-hop.
Ashanti. Hip-hop, I'm gonna pick a newer song, or like not newer, but like a song that I kind of remember.
Yeah, what's jamming on the playlist the most right now?
I love Rod Wave. I'm a super
You
diehard.
do?
I've never heard anybody say that.
Oh, girl,
Hey,
let me
for
tell you.
real, yeah.
Y'all know how y'all see the videos of Rod Wave and the people be crying at the concert?
Yeah.
That's me.
That's you. She said, I'm in the pit with him.
Yeah, I swear to God, every concert I went to, I've been in the pit. I haven't missed the show he did. I love Rod Wave.
Wow.
I only fanned out over 2 people my entire life,
Who
like
are
meeting
they?
people. It was Meek Mill and Rod Wave,
Okay.
right? But let me tell you something, baby. When Rod Wave started, I was like,
You
oh
and Daisha
my
Kennedy
God.
with this Meek Mill, man.
That was like early Meek Mill. Now I'm like, I ain't like grouped out no more.
Are
That's
you not
hilarious.
grouped out because of the Diddy stuff?
Nah, but way before that.
Way
Okay.
before that.
Yeah.
I know who I'd be fanned out over.
Who?
Jay.
Let's circle back to it. I'm
Who
glad
would you
I'm
be?
glad you asked.
Who would you be fan out
Meg,
over?
man. Okay, tell me about
Megan
Meg.
Thee
Is she really tall? How
I
tall
never
is
met
she?
her in person. I talked to her on a virtual interview
Dang.
through something.
You know that lady's twice your height, Jay. Like, you know that. You're like, what, 4'11"?
I was going
Not 4.
Stop playing with me,
11.
man. I am a smooth 5'10". Man, first of all, tall
You're not
women don't
5'10".
intimidate me. Meg probably what, 5'11", maybe?
But why do all short men love tall women?
I'm
though?
not short.
I'm looking up.
I am average height.
For a woman?
Man,
Never mind.
Storm. It was another one I was gonna ask you. She played too much. It don't even matter. So Midwest, tell them
Midwest
again.
Music Summit, March 15th, Harrisville State University, free
Boom.
to the community. Come out, no excuse.
Love
if you
it.
want to take your career to the next level, if you are just interested and you want to know more, this is the place to be.
I love it.
It's literally come. Bring a friend. I am going to put out like tickets so people can like register to come in,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, somebody might not show up, so never be discouraged. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Come out, and it's different panels. So if you might can get in the first one, you might can get in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be different activations set up so people can interact throughout the event.
Dope.
It's a lot, you know. It's family friendly, so don't feel like you can't come. It's for all ages, all genres, you know, everybody. So yeah.
All colors too, so you can go.
The cool thing about music, it's not like a black or white thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not culturally, we all love music,
Yeah.
right? Whether you doing salsa, you doing hip hop, you doing R&B, like you never know. You could be a guitarist or whoever. Like I want you guys to come out and really learn.
I like it.
And this is my way of like, if I'm not able to answer a DM or answer a question or respond to you or come to your event, like come out to this, you know?
That's dope.
So yeah.
I like it.
Final question.
Take it away.
What's next for you?
What's next to me? I'm still trying to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? A girl that want more kids, trying to find a man, and trying to do all this. Like, you know, I'm just really, I'm writing a book. I'm about to shoot a documentary, and I'm
B.
awesome.
Simone not helping you, is she?
No, she's not helping.
Lord.
Okay, I'm done.
But if she wants to, girl, call me. We can figure it out now. I
She got to sign a major NDA because
I
no
tweet some
ma'am.
things.
No
You
ma'am.
ain't gonna get me sued, baby girl. We can work on it though. Call my people. We can figure it out. But you know, I'm writing a book. I'm working on a documentary, and I'm also like really pushing my son to do more. So a lot of things are come from him. Like he told me the other day, like he wants to DJ his birthday party. So like whatever
that's
you want
dope.
to do.
That's actually pretty cool. I'm coming.
Like my son, it be lit, okay?
Uncle
You
Church
know-
in the building.
And you know how to swim.
He do?
No, you do too. He knows how
How
to
you
swim.
know I know how to?
went-
Yeah.
Chill out.
I forgot
Tell
about
him to bring
that.
his camera so he can get some pictures. Tell him to bring his camera.
That's how we met, church.
I forgot.
We will not talk about that. on this
Yeah,
camera.
we good. So I wonder.
He's like, oh, wait a second. So think about it, right?
It just clicked.
When cause like people don't know me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people don't get to talk to me. Like we talked about.
Yeah.
You met me years ago. That was way before the baby. You feel what I'm saying? Like I wasn't even thinking of
Yeah.
having a child. Like I wasn't even
Yeah.
with my son and father. Like none of those things. So like people literally see me at work, maybe hosting an event. If you know my friends, you might come around or I might be around. But like I don't really just be
Yeah.
mixing a little bit. Like I'm trying to get better at that, but I also am like a little sheltered, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To just what I'm doing because I'm so focused on like trying to produce the best thing or focus on myself and be the better person or be a better friend, a
Yeah.
better whoever.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you out in a different places and spaces, they mess up your energy a little bit.
It
All the
can.
time.
Yeah, it can
All
be
the
overly
time.
And
stimulating.
then they
too.
mad, you mad. It's like, you know, like
Everybody
what's
mad.
going on? Like, why I gotta be like that? Like, no, that ain't what I'm trying to push off.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you welcome here anytime. We don't do
Anytime.
that here.
I wanted to pull
All
up
good vibes.
at the event that you just
The
had.
creator kickback.
But I had my baby.
It's okay.
I was
Oh,
like,
you could have totally brought him.
I didn't know. And then I was just like, I'm gonna go to the next one. I was like,
It's
hopefully you do the
okay.
next one.
It's okay.
He's gonna do it again.
I'm definitely doing it again.
So
I'm
if I can
definitely doing it.
bring kid, we'll definitely
We
be
gonna
here.
make it happen.
Yeah.
I love it.
And my baby know how to act. Okay, that's one thing
I
too.
believe it.
I believe
You
it.
don't play. That's because you was putting hands on people back at Hazelwood Central and
No,
DeBarge.
DeBarge. No, that's not
That's the
true.
name of the school. I'm calling it the DeBarges
No,
now.
people. But literally, we went out to the restaurant last night, and people didn't even know my kid was there. How quiet he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, how to go to the restaurant, you be like, what?
Yeah.
Like, who baby
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
that?
that ain't my
That's
son.
my kind of
look,
kid.
Play the fries. He
He
good.
probably take naps and everything, don't
He
he?
does. He went to sleep at the restaurant.
I'm jealous. I wish I could do that.
See,
We gonna end it right here, but I want you to look at your camera.
Yeah.
I want you to give what we like to call a NARP nugget. So
Okay.
you're dope. You've been killing it in the game for all these years. 15 years.
So I have not been on air for 15 years, right?
Okay.
I've been in radio for 15 years, but I feel like I celebrate everything because
Yeah.
you
That's
ain't promised today or
celebratory.
tomorrow.
For
You know
real.
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
even to be somewhere that long as an intern and still be there, like I tell people, I can be gone today or tomorrow. Like I'm not unfireable. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this isn't my radio station, but like I literally want to cherish all the moments and things I do here. When I talk to my team, I'm like, y'all can do this without me. Always remember that.
For
like
real.
I want to be here for another 15 plus years, but if I'm not,
Hold it down.
I know what I did. I know all the things that I'm doing to help y'all, help the brand. Like literally, I changed hot logo. Like I hold that with like a chip on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I remember certain things that happened. Like I say, I started the Instagram. Like I am happy to see this elevation. Sometimes
I
when
love
you
it.
are a part of a brand, you be feeling like you bigger than a brand, or you be feeling like it's a battle. Like this not a battle. This my sister. This is my
Yeah.
cousin. This my twin. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We locked in. We getting this money together. Like
right.
without you doing good, I can't do good. So
See,
that's how I look
did-
at it a little bit different.
You pretty much did it. I was gonna say, drop a NARP nugget, give them something
only
good.
she was looking at us. She
that
wasn't
they
looking at
can,
me.
that they can take home.
My NARP nugget would be, to bet on yourself. Start today. I don't care if you don't have $1,000. Only if you got $5, create you one shirt, design it, you wear it. If that's a hat, if that's a beat, if you got to record that song on your phone, do what you got to do. Start now. Don't let nobody tell you you're not dope. It ain't time. It's time. Start today.
There it is.
That's the nugget.
I love it.
That was good.
Thank you so much. We want to shout out Princess Storm for coming through, showing some love on
Thank
Not a
you.
Real Podcast. She dropped all the gems. Go back and watch it again. Share it with a friend. Do all the things. If you have not done so, you thought I was going to forget. If you have not done so, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, do all of that fun stuff that Chi is going to tell you to do after me anyway. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Peace out.
Bye.